Once upon a time, in a field full of grain, lived a little mouse. The mouse would come out of his hole and look around to see what interesting thing he could find to eat. One day, while searching for food, the mouse came across a box filled with old letters. The mouse had never seen a letter before, so he pushed one out of the box and began to nibble on it. But as soon as he tasted the letter, the mouse felt something strange. The letter was bitter. All the letters in that box were bitter. Disappointed, the mouse threw the letter away and went back to his hole. But that night he couldn't sleep. Kept thinking about the bitter letter and wanted to find out why it tasted that way. So the next morning, the mouse went back to the box, pushed another letter out, and began to nibble on it again. This time, instead of eating the whole letter, he just took a tiny bite and pushed it back inside. Then he pushed another letter out, took a tiny bite and pushed it back in. He did this over and over again, taking a tiny bite from each letter until all the letters in the box were pushed back in. Then the mouse went back home and washed his face. He looked at himself in a puddle of water and saw that his whiskers were stained blue. Wondering how that happened, the mouse continued to stare at his reflection until he had an idea. He would write a letter to his reflection, asking why it had stained his whiskers. So the mouse got some paper and a pencil and wrote a letter to his reflection, asking why it had stained his whiskers. After writing the letter, the mouse folded it up and looked around for a box to put it in. That's when he saw the box filled with letters from yesterday. The mouse pushed a letter out of the box, unfolded it, and read what he had written yesterday. It said, "Why are you so bitter?" The mouse thought for a moment. He knew that the reflection wasn't bitter, but the letters were. He must have gotten the wrong answer yesterday. Determined to get the right answer this time, the mouse wrote another letter to his reflection. This time he asked, "Why do you taste so bitter?" After writing the letter, the mouse folded it up and put it in the box. Then he pushed a letter out of the box, unfolded it, and read what he had written yesterday. It said, "Why do you taste so bitter?" The mouse thought for a moment. He knew that the reflection didn't taste like anything, but the letters did, so he must have gotten the wrong answer again. This went on for quite some time. The mouse kept writing letters to his reflection, putting them in the box, pulling them out, and reading them. But no matter what he wrote, the answer he got back was always the same. Frustrated, the mouse threw the letter away and went back to his hole. Just then, the sun peeked through a crack in the wall and onto the piece of paper the mouse had thrown away. As the sun hit the paper, it began to burn. The mouse quickly grabbed the paper and ran outside to find water to put out the fire. But as he ran, the paper flew out of his mouth and landed on a cloud. The cloud happened to be white, so the paper looked black on it. And since no one was around to pick up the paper, it stayed on the cloud like that forever. Every time the sun peeked through the crack in the wall after that, paper would catch fire and the mouse would grab it and run outside. Each time the paper would fly out of his mouth and land on a different cloud, making a different shape each time. At first, the mouse was upset that his letters were flying away. But then he started to think of them as birds flying through the sky. The mouse smiled. He liked the idea of birds made out of letters flying through the clouds. He thought it would be even more fun if he could make colorful birds. So the mouse went to the forest, gathered some berries and colored pencils, returned to the field, picked up the letters, and began coloring them with the berries. Then he started to write messages on them. After that, the mouse stood back and admired his work. He loved the colorful letters flying through the clouds. And every time a bird made out of a letter would finish its journey across the sky, a new bird would take its place. And so the mouse spent his days happily watching the letters fly across the sky.